Dallas, 1978-1991, cast then and now, thanks for the memories. It's been 46 years since viewers first met the Ewing clan. Before hits like Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad graced our screens, there was Dallas, the must-watch TV series of the 80s. The show ruled the airwaves throughout the decade, with everyone dreaming of living at the iconic South Fork Ranch. It left the entire nation asking, who shot JR? The show's impact was so profound that a revival premiered in 2012, featuring Jordana Brewster, Brenda Strong, Josh Henderson, and several original cast members. However, the reboot was axed in 2014 after 3 seasons. Let's take a glimpse at where the actors from the original Dallas series are today. Linda Gray as Sue Ellen Ewing. Linda Gray is most famous for her portrayal of Sue Ellen Ewing on Dallas, having only made guest appearances on various other shows before landing the role on the popular series. After her stint on Dallas, Gray starred in several TV movies throughout the 90s before securing a leading role on Models, Inc. She reprised her role as Sue Ellen in 2 Dallas reunion TV movies and had a recurring 6-episode storyline on The Bold and the Beautiful from 2004 to 2005. Following additional guest spots on shows like 90210 and roles in films such as The Flight of the Swan and Hidden Moon, Gray returned to portray Sue Ellen in the 2012 to 2014 revival of Dallas. She also headlined the Hallmark Channel movie Perfect Match and made guest appearances on series like Winter Throne, Significant Mother, Hollyoaks, and Hilton Head Island. Her most recent on-screen roles were in the 2019 films Granddaddy Daycare and Intuitions. Gray was recently featured in an episode of the podcast series Tara Tremendous and the podcast series Tremendous, both in 2020. In addition to her screen work, Gray enjoyed a successful stage career, taking on the role of Mrs. Robinson in the 2001 production of The Graduate on the West End. A year later, she ventured into directing in theater, making her directorial debut with the play Murder in the First. In 2014, she returned to the stage to portray the fairy godmother in the pantomime production of Cinderella in London. Gray married art director and photographer Ed Thrasher in 1962, and the couple remained married for 21 years before divorcing in 1982. They have 2 children together, Jeff Thrasher and Kaylee Sloan. Ken Kercheval as Cliff Barnes. Ken Kercheval had appeared in various television shows and movies before securing the role of Cliff Barnes on Dallas, the character he is most widely known for, and the one that earned him a Soap Opera Digest Award. Following the conclusion of Dallas, Kercheval made appearances in I Still Dream of Jeannie, Murder, She Wrote, The Golden Palace, alongside Betty White, Walker, Texas Ranger, ER, and the 2 Dallas spin-off films, Dallas JR Returns and Dallas War of Ewings. Between 1993 and 2000, Kercheval made guest appearances on Diagnosis Murder, followed by a role on Crossing Jordan, and later a 14-episode stint on the Dallas reboot series from 2012 to 2014. His final acting role was in the movie Surviving L.A., which premiered in 2020 after his passing. Kercheval was married to his first spouse, Judith Peters Launt, from 1956 to 1967, and had 3 children with her, Caleb, Liza, and Aaron. He then wed Ava Ruth Fox from 1986 to 1993 and welcomed his 4th child, Asa. In 1994, Kercheval exchanged vows with Cheryl Paris, and the pair had a daughter named Madison before divorcing in 2004. The actor was diagnosed with lung cancer due to years of heavy smoking and underwent surgery to remove part of his lung in 1994. He was diagnosed with pneumonia in 2019 and passed away in April of that year at the age of 83. Patrick Duffy as Bobby Ewing. Patrick Duffy had a few acting roles before landing the part of Bobby Ewing on Dallas and continued to act in several TV movies while the show aired. When Dallas ended, the actor swiftly found a new role, signing on to play Frank Lambert on the popular sitcom Step by Step alongside Suzanne Summers. The sitcom ran for 7 years, airing from 1991 to 1998, and Duffy also directed numerous episodes. He maintained a steady acting career, appearing in various TV movies and series throughout the 90s and early 2000s. Duffy made guest appearances on shows like Family Guy and Reba, as well as appearing in the movie You Again alongside Kristen Bell, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Betty White. From 2012 to 2014, Duffy reprised his role as Bobby Ewing in the Dallas reboot. After his return to Dallas, Duffy continued to make guest appearances on different shows, including Hollywood Darlings, American Housewife, Station 19, and NCIS. From 2006 to 2022, Duffy starred in the popular soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful, portraying the character of Stephen Logan for 151 episodes. Duffy tied the knot with Carlin Rosser in 1974, and the couple had 2 sons together, Patrick and Connor. Introduced to Buddhism by Rosser, Duffy embraced the religion and has been an active member of the Buddhist organization Soka Gakkai International. After being married for 43 years, Rosser passed away in 2017. Reports surfaced in 2020 indicating Duffy had entered a relationship with actress Linda Pearl, which was later confirmed by the couple. In 1986, Duffy experienced a tragic loss when his parents were killed during an armed robbery at their restaurant in Montana. Duffy recounted the harrowing event in a 2019 interview. Steve Kanaly as Ray Krebs. While playing the role of Ray Krebs on Dallas, Steve Kanaly also made appearances on other popular television shows of that era, including Fantasy Island, The Love Boat, and The Twilight Zone. Although he has been involved in various projects, he is best remembered for his portrayal of Krebs. After the success of Dallas, Kanaly featured in movies like Driving Me Crazy and Double Trouble before securing a role in the series Okavango, The Wild Frontier, which was canceled after 2 seasons. Subsequently, he had a 10-episode stint on the soap opera All My Children. He continued to act in independent films like Sliding Home and Scorpio 1, before reprising his role as Ray Krebs in the TV movie Dallas War of the Ewings. Later, he appeared in Walker, Texas Ranger and The Division, marking his last acting endeavor for nearly a decade. Kanaly made a comeback to the screen in 2012 for the Dallas reboot, featuring in 4 episodes. His final acting appearance was in 2014 on an episode of the series Divinity. The actor met his spouse, Brent Power, in 1974, and after a year-long courtship, they tied the knot in March 1975. Since then, the couple has been blessed with 2 children, Quinn Catherine and Evan Elizabeth, Larry Hagman as J.R. Ewing. Before stepping into the shoes of J.R. Ewing, the central figure on Dallas, Larry Hagman had already established a flourishing career in the entertainment industry, having appeared in 139 episodes of I Dream of Jeannie. His portrayal of J.R. earned him 4 Golden Globe nominations and 2 Primetime Emmy Award nominations. Following a 13-year stint as J.R., Hagman made appearances in a few more projects, including Primary Colors and several TV movies like Dallas J.R. Returns and Dallas War of Ewings, before taking a hiatus from acting until 2006, when he featured in 5 episodes of Nip Tuck. His final acting roles included a brief appearance on Desperate Housewives in 2011 and his triumphant comeback as J.R. Ewing in the 2012 reboot of Dallas. The actor tied the knot with Maj Axelson in 1954 and remained with her until his passing in 2012. The couple shared 2 children, daughter Heidi Christina and son Preston. In 1992, he was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, a condition he attributed to years of heavy drinking. Subsequently, in 1995, a malignant tumor was detected on his liver, leading to a transplant. In 2012, his family announced his demise at a Dallas hospital due to complications from cancer. Larry was back in his cherished hometown of Dallas, reprising the iconic role he cherished the most, the family stated at the time. Larry's family and closest friends had gathered with him in Dallas for the Thanksgiving holiday, Charlene Tilton as Lucy Ewing Cooper. Charlene Tilton had limited acting experience before stepping into the role of JR's niece, Lucy Ewing Cooper, on Dallas, a role that propelled her career. After gaining recognition on the show, Tilton appeared in the Western film Border Shootout alongside Glenn Ford and the comedy Problem Child 2, before making a guest appearance on Married with Children. The early 2000s, including The Silence of the Hams, Superhero Movie, and Paranormal Calamity. Tilton continued her acting journey, featuring in movies like Edge of Salvation, Hemingway, Not Another Celebrity Movie, and Reading, Writing, and Romance. She revisited her breakthrough role for several episodes of the Dallas revival during its 2-year tenure. Later, she guest-starred on the popular series The Middle and appeared in Dr. Spine and Lucky Dog. In the latter part of her acting career, Tilton appeared in numerous films for Lifetime and the Hallmark Network, including Road Less Traveled, Second Chance Christmas, Starting Up Love, and A Welcome Home Christmas. Her latest acting gigs were in the 2021 film A Unicorn for Christmas and 2023's Heaven Sent. Tilton exchanged vows with country singer Johnny Lee in 1982, but their marriage ended in divorce by 1984. They have a daughter together. In 2001, Tilton commenced a relationship with cinematographer Chetty Hart. Although they never officially tied the knot, they shared a home for many years until his passing in December 2009 due to heart failure. Barbara Bel Geddes as Miss Ellie Ewing. Barbara Bel Geddes, renowned for her portrayal of Ewing family matriarch Miss Ellie Ewing on Dallas, commenced her career in the late 1940s on Broadway, earning accolades for her stage performances. She made her transition to the silver screen in 1947 with The Long Night. In her second film role, Bel Geddes received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role in 1948's Mama, I Remember. When her film career was temporarily halted due to her name being included on the Hollywood blacklist in 1951, Bel Geddes redirected her focus to Broadway and began making guest appearances on various television programs, including Studio One, Playhouse 90, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Decision, and Riverboat. She also appeared in Alfred Hitchcock's 1958 film, Vertigo. In 1993, Bel Geddes was honored with induction into the American Theater Hall of Fame after starring in 15 Broadway productions. She shares this esteemed recognition with her father, Norman Bel Geddes, a stage and industrial designer. Bel Geddes tied the knot with theatrical manager Carl Sawyer in 1944, and they welcomed a daughter, Susan, before parting ways in 1951. That same year, she married stage manager Windsor Lewis and had another daughter, Betsy, with him. Their union lasted until his passing in 1972. In August 2005, Bel Geddes passed away from lung cancer at the age of 82 at her residence in Maine. Reflecting on her legacy during the 2012 revival, Patrick Duffy remarked to TV Guide, "Barbara is an integral part of our history, and it's imperative for me to pay tribute to her." Throughout the entire first season, Mama is referenced in connection to South Fork and the land. Deborah Rennard as Sly. Sly Lovegren, JR's devoted assistant, may not have been among the main characters of Dallas, but she graced nearly 200 episodes of the series. It was Deborah Rennard's debut role, paving the way for her success in Hollywood. Taking a hiatus from acting for roughly 10 years beginning in the early 2000s, she resumed her involvement in film and television in 2015. Rennard secured notable roles in major films as Dallas concluded. She starred alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme in Lionheart, 1990, and featured in Kazam. Her television credits include recurring appearances on Days of Our Lives and guest appearances on programs such as Silk Stockings, Family Law, Due South, and Kung Fu. The legend continues. Transitioning from screen to stage acting, Rennard dedicated herself to theater for a period before resuming her on-screen presence in recent years. In 2015, she had an undisclosed role in the miniseries Show Me a Hero and played a supporting character in the 2020 holiday film Deck the Heart. Howard Keel as Clayton Farlow. Howard Keel arrived on the scene of Dallas, already established as a prominent movie star. He was hailed as one of the leading luminaries of the 50s, gracing numerous musical productions, both on the stage and the silver screen. His portrayal in Dallas rekindled his career, offering a resurgence after his prime years in the 50s and 60s, marked by his tenure with MGM Studios and performances on Broadway and the West End. Post-Dallas, Keel sustained his acting pursuits well into the 90s and early 2000s, making appearances in episodes of Murder, She Wrote, Heart to Heart, and My Father's House. At 64 years old in 1984, Keel unveiled his inaugural album, With Love, followed by subsequent releases, And I Love You So, and Reminiscing, the Howard Keel Collection. In 1943, Keel tied the knot with Rosemary Cooper, with their union ending in divorce 5 years later in 1948. Concurrently, while working on Oklahoma in 1948, Keel crossed paths with Helen Anderson, whom he married the following year. Together, they had 3 children, daughters Kaija Liane and Kirstine Elizabeth, and son Gunnar Louis, before parting ways in 1970. Entering his 3rd marriage, Keel wed airline flight attendant Judy Magamol in December 1970, maintaining their bond for 34 years until Keel's passing in 2004. Their union blessed them with a daughter, Leslie Grace. Among his offspring, Keel boasted 10 grandchildren. Diagnosed with colon cancer in 2004, Keel succumbed to the illness in November of that year, a mere 6 weeks after diagnosis. Susan Howard as Donna Culver Krebs. Susan Howard boasted an extensive television career before landing one of her final acting gigs as Donna Culver Krebs on Dallas. Prior to securing her role on the series, she graced screens in The Flying Nun, I Dream of Jeannie, Star Trek, and Bonanza. During her tenure on Dallas, Howard also made appearances in Vega, The Power Within, Having Babies, and The Love Boat. Following her departure from Dallas, she co-hosted The 700 Club 2 years later. Her last visible role was in the 1993 film Come the Morning, after which she withdrew from acting. Howard tied the knot with actor Charles Howerton in 1962, with their union ending in divorce in 1964. They share a daughter together. In 1974, she exchanged vows with film executive Calvin Crane and has resided with him in Texas since 1998. Since her departure from television, Howard has emerged as an ardent advocate for conservative causes, notably championing gun rights. In 1989, she served as co-host of the 700 Club. Howard has played an active role in the leadership of both the National Rifle Association and the Texas Republican Party. Additionally, she has held positions as a commissioner of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department and the Texas Commission on the Arts. Her involvement with the NRA was sparked by an encounter with Executive Vice President Wayne LaPierre at the 1988 Republican National Convention in New Orleans. Joshua Harris as Christopher Ewing. Joshua Harris gained recognition for his portrayal of Christopher Ewing in the television drama Dallas from 1985 to 1991. Harris embarked on his acting journey at the tender age of 6, gracing television screens from 1984 to 1993. Portraying the adopted son of Bobby and Pam Ewing, Christopher Ewing, he held a regular role on Dallas from 1985 until 1991. He made guest appearances on various series, including Falcon Crest, Twin Peaks, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and The Comish. Additionally, he took on roles in several television movies based on real-life events. Among these, A Death in California, 1985, featured him as the youngest child of Cheryl Ladd's character. However, his most notable movie portrayal was as a young boy battling AIDS in the made-for-TV film Go Toward the Light, 1988. He reunited with Cheryl Ladd in Locked Up, A Mother's Rage, 1991. At the age of 15, Harris delved into baseball during his school years, a passion he continued to pursue in college. Following his graduation from the University of San Diego with a bachelor's degree in business, he ventured into professional baseball, joining the Chicago Cubs minor league affiliate, the Lansing Lugnuts, for a single season. Subsequently, he transitioned into a role as a producer for the production company New Wave Entertainment. In 2006, he established his own production company, Fourth Wall Entertainment, focusing on television development, documentaries, commercials, feature films, and digital platforms. Priscilla Presley as Jenna Wade. Priscilla Presley had just 2 acting roles to her credit when she landed a role in Dallas in 1983, remaining with the show for 5 years. Following her time on Dallas, she appeared in several films, including the Naked Gun trilogy, and portrayed herself in the movies Wedding at Graceland and Christmas at Graceland, Home for the Holidays. Her journey to fame began with her marriage to rock and roll legend Elvis Presley in 1967, when she was 21 years old. Their initial encounter occurred 6 years earlier, when she was merely 14. Together, they had a daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. At the age of 27, Priscilla filed for legal separation from Elvis, with their divorce being finalized in October 1973. Although Priscilla never remarried, she had a relationship with computer programmer Marco Antonio Garcia. They lived together for 22 years and welcomed their son Navarone Garibaldi during that period. However, they parted ways in 2006. In 2022, Elvis's life story was depicted on the silver screen in Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, featuring Austin Butler as Elvis and Olivia de Jong as Priscilla. In January 2023, both Priscilla and Lisa Marie attended the Golden Globes, where Butler received the award for Best Actor in a leading role in a drama for his portrayal of the music icon. Sheree J. Wilson as April Stevens. Wilson secured the role of April Stevens Ewing on the CBS soap opera Dallas, 1986-1991. Her character met her demise in the show's final season, while on her honeymoon with newlywed Bobby Ewing in Paris, falling victim to a gunman. Although she made occasional appearances in Bobby's dream sequences later that season, Wilson's departure from the series was due to maternity. Her portrayal earned her the Soap Opera Digest Award for Best Death Scene in 1991, along with 4 other nominations. In 2006, Wilson featured in Fragile, the debut short film by documentary filmmaker Frederick Lean. She took on leading roles in television movies such as Mystery Woman, Game Time, 2005, and Anna's Storm, 2007. Additionally, Wilson served as both producer and lead in independent films, including Killing Down, 2006, The Gun Down, 2011, Easy Rider, The Ride Back, 2012, and Dug Up, 2013. Wilson exchanged vows with Vince Morella in 2018 and presently resides in Dallas, Texas. She is the mother of 2 sons from her previous marriage to Paul DeRobio, 1991-2004. Actively involved in charitable endeavors, Wilson supports the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, Trail of Tears Remembrance Motorcycle Ride, Wings for Life, focused on healing spinal cord injuries, and White Bridal Humane Society, a nonprofit organization dedicated to horse rescue and equine therapy for children with developmental disabilities in Texas. Wilson has also established her own line of beauty therapy skincare products. Audrey Landers as Afton Cooper. Audrey Landers is most recognized for her portrayal of Afton Cooper on the TV show Dallas. From 1990 to 1992, she portrayed the character Charlotte Hesser, the eldest daughter of a mafia boss from upstate Pennsylvania named Carlo Hesser, on the ABC daytime series One Life to Live. She made frequent appearances on the 1980s editions of Pyramid and notably guided a contestant to a $100,000 victory in 1986. Drawing inspiration from her young sons, Landers developed the children's TV series The Hug-a-Bug Club in 1996. Apart from crafting the scripts, she composed over 250 original songs for the series. Her partner and mother, Ruth Landers, oversaw the production and generously donated it to public television, where it aired for 5 years. In 2006, she collaborated on writing and directing the family adventure film Circus Island, a project produced by Ruth Landers. The duo also established a fashion brand named Landers Star Collection, which has garnered widespread popularity through QVC UK and in various countries including Italy, Canada, Germany, and the US. Landers has directed numerous music videos and the feature film Circus Island. She continues to showcase her musical talents through live performances in concerts and variety specials worldwide. Audrey is the sister of actress Judy Landers, and they have collaborated on several projects together, including multiple episodes of The Love Boat, as well as Circus Island and Ghostwriter, both films produced by Ruth Landers. Audrey and Judy Landers were featured on the cover and in a non-nude photo shoot for the January 1983 edition of Playboy magazine. Landers tied the knot with businessman Donald Berkowitz in May 1988. They are proud parents of twin sons, Adam and Daniel, born in 1993, Jim Davis as Jock Ewing. Jim Davis rose to prominence portraying Jock Ewing in the CBS primetime soap opera Dallas. He was already known as Jim Davis when he landed his first significant screen role, starring alongside Bette Davis in the 1948 melodrama Winter Meeting. While his subsequent film career mostly comprised B-movies, particularly westerns, he notably portrayed a U.S. senator in the Warren Beatty conspiracy thriller The Parallax View. The episode The Search, aired during the 5th season, confirmed the character's demise in a helicopter crash en route to Dallas from South America. Broadcast on January 8, 1982, it included flashback sequences of the character. A portrait of Davis in his role as Jock Ewing frequently serves as a tribute on Dallas following his passing. In 1949, after 2 brief unsuccessful marriages, Davis encountered Blanche Hammerer at the Mocambo Club on the Sunset Strip. They later wed and remained together for over 3 decades until Davis's death in 1981. Tragically, their only child, daughter Tara Diane Davis, lost her life in a car accident at the age of 17. Davis developed a close bond with his Dallas co-star Victoria Principal, who bore a physical resemblance to his late daughter. Davis passed away at his residence in Northridge, California on April 26, 1981, at the age of 71. In February 1960, after appearing as a guest star in 50 episodes across 20 different television series and serving as the lead in both Stories of the Century and Rescue 8, Davis was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, located at 6290 Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood, California. Victoria Principal as Pamela Barnes Ewing. Victoria Principal had made the decision to step away from acting, opting for a career as a representative from 1975 to 1977, with plans to attend law school when she came across the script for Dallas. Upon reading it, she immediately knew she had to portray Pamela Barnes Ewing, a role that earned her a nomination for the Golden Globe. She departed from the series before its conclusion and continued to take on roles in television movies throughout the remainder of the 80s and 90s. Additionally, she made guest appearances in series such as Burden of Proof, Home Improvement, featuring Tim Allen, and The Larry Sanders Show. Establishing her own production company in 1987, Victoria Principal Productions, she both produced and starred in 6 films, including Naked Lie, Blind Witness, Don't Touch My Daughter, and Midnight's Child. Principal maintained her presence as a guest performer in series like Providence and The Practice before securing a leading role in the short-lived soap opera Titans. which marked her final on-screen appearance. Alongside her acting career, the actress achieved success as an author, publishing 3 books focusing on beauty, skincare, fitness, well-being, and health, titled The Body Principle, The Beauty Principle, The Diet Principle, and Living Principle. Principle encountered her first spouse, writer-producer Christopher Skinner, in 1978 when he had a minor part on Dallas, yet their marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce in 1980. Subsequently, she engaged in a well-known romance with singer-songwriter Andy Gibb after their meeting on The John Davidson Show. Collaborating on numerous songs, their duet, All I Have to Do Is Dream, was released in 1981, but their relationship ended in March 1982. In 1983, she met her second husband, plastic surgeon Harry Glassman, and they wed in June 1985. Remaining together for more than 20 years, Principle filed for divorce in 2006, citing irreconcilable differences. We want to extend our heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for joining us on this nostalgic journey. Your support and love for the show have truly made this experience special. So, until next time, keep those memories alive and keep shining bright like the stars of Dallas. Thank you, and goodbye.